Colorado's high country and all its splendor is our destination today. A perfect setting for two men who have elevated their games to join golf's elite. Colin Montgomerie, the friendly Scot, knows well the view from the top. He's led the European Order of Merit for several seasons. But Phil Mickelson is quite comfortable at Mile High Heights, having won 2 tournaments in the mountains. We travel to Vail, next on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf.
Thanks, Jack. Shell's Wonderful World of Golf has gone to a lot of wonderful places, but this might be the highest place they've ever gone, Colin. Have you ever played at this kind of altitude?
No, I haven't. No, we play every year in the Swiss Open up at Cran-sur-Sierre in Switzerland, and that's about 5,500 feet up. This is 8,200, so the ball's going to go a long way today, so it's important that we get our clubs correct.
Phil, you've had a lot of success at high altitudes, and 3 of your wins have come in playing in this kind of altitude. But how about playing a man who's now the top-ranked player in Europe on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf?
Well, he's won the money title countless times over in Europe, and he's one of the best players Europe has ever seen. It's an honor for me to have an opportunity to play against him. I should also note that he has done very well at that Swiss tournament. He's won it a few times, and so I'm going to have to be on my toes today.
This competition today will be an 18-hole stroke play event. If it is a tie at the end of 18, it will be deemed a draw. Now I'd like to introduce the man who will referee today's match, Mr. Will Mickelson, the chairman of the Rules Committee of the Masters and a past president of the United States Golf Association.
Thanks, Bob. Good afternoon. Colin, Phil, you're the visitor. Call it.
Heads.
Heads it is. Your choice.
I'll let Phil go first as he's at home. Huh?
Well, thank you.
Play well.
Very thoughtful.
Bob, let's take a look at this first hole.
First hole at Cordillera, you drive downhill into the valley, a stream up the left-hand side. Hole is 409 yards long, will play much shorter because of the altitude that we have mentioned. The green, very undulating and fast.
We ready?
Good luck to you, Phil. Play well.
Colin, let's have a good match.
Mickelson to hit first.
Phil with a driver.
Whoa.
As you saw, the ball does not roll very far here. They've had a lot of rain up in Vail this summer.
That house belongs to Ely Callaway, one of the great names in American golf. As we look down here at Colin Montgomerie.
One of the best drivers in the game. And that is perfect.
He's getting a little roll on that, Bob.
Came down off the hill. If you carry down in the valleys, the ball will not go very far, Jack.
Well, welcome back to Cordillera, and we'll pick up action here with the second shots on the first hole.
Phil Mickelson will play first from 126 yards. Severely uphill, cannot really see the flag. Might just see the top of it, but it's kind of hard to judge. Pitching wedge.
Well, he had the right club. Just moving back down now. That's what the greens here at Cordillera will do for you. Mickelson right on the front edge.
And here's Montgomerie, 114 yards with a pitching wedge. You don't want to put the ball above the hole here.
That's going to spin so much out of there.
Come back.
Neither one will be above the hole. Of course, our here, Hale Irwin, and it opened in 1994. Elevation at 8,200 at the clubhouse, but 8,980 at the 13th tee. Ernie Els has the course record at 68. It cost you $195 to play. The winner gets $100,000, the runner-up $50,000. In case of a tie, the money will be split. Mickelson, third shot.
Up the hill, pretty slow.
Whoa.
Hard to get the distance, Jack, when you come up to a course for the first time.
Absolutely, and especially with these elevation changes on the green even.
Severe undulations. Montgomerie now from about 25 feet. Putt that should swing from right to left. You can see that ball get away, even though it almost went in. It's still 2.5 feet by.
How are these?
It was in the way. You want that? You want anything done with that?
No, fine.
Good putt.
These greens are so good, Jack. I don't think they'll miss many of those today.
Al Mickelson for par. All right.
2 good strokes.
And at the end of the first hole, Mickelson has par, Montgomerie has par, both players even. Both players also par at the second hole, and here we look at the third.
Third hole is a beautiful downhill par 4, 476 yards long, but again playing much shorter than the distance. Balls will come off the fairway from right to left, and then a shot to, again, a very undulating green, but should be with a short iron.
Mickelson.
Mickelson playing a 4-iron off this tee. Got hung up in that rough, Jack. It would have been a good
back, I think.
Good shot if it didn't get hung up in the rough, but playing out of the rough is a lot different than playing out of the fairway here at Cordillera.
Al Montgomerie.
This is a 2-iron.
Yeah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just off the fairway.
Run through the fairway.
Not too many level spots on this golf course.
Here's Mickelson's second shot with a pitching wedge from 178 yards, ball well below his feet. That's well done.
178-yard pitching wedge. Oof.
Well, his 4-iron went 298.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Now Montgomerie.
Even less than 100. Thing is barking off. I don't want it to stop up that hill.
Montgomerie from 125 yards out of the light rough, but a perfect angle from which to approach the green.
Oh, nice easy swing and a beautiful result.
Thank you.
Al Mickelson for birdie.
One of the best putters in the game.
Oh.
Montgomerie for birdie.
8 feet straight up the hill.
Oh yes, snuck it in.
And after 3 holes, Colin Montgomerie leads at 1 under par. Phil Mickelson is even. Fourth hole at Cordillera, 617-yard par 5. Driving straight downhill, bunkers protecting the right-hand side of the fairway, although the fairway is pretty generous. Second shot will be played to a blind green over a hill with the green nestled at the bottom of that hill. Both players should be able to reach this green even though it's 617 yards long. Flagstick in the back left-hand corner today.
Both players have hit their tee shots as our house builders join our gallery. And we pick up the action with Phil Mickelson's second.
246 yards with a 6-iron. Oh, and the applause is going to tell him that that was a good one, Jack.
Beautiful shot by Mickelson. And look at them. Do they love it or what?
Hey, are those cameramen on the house?
I don't know.
Or are they just...
Colin's second shot has missed the green to the right.
I can't see it, you see. I can't see the ball when I'm... So I don't know where...
Colin was very
You know what I mean?
fortunate to find his golf ball here. And this is a shot that's
just
going to
can't see it.
require a lot of strength and maybe a little luck, Jack.
Golly.
Pretty tough to hit it when you can't see it.
Oh, and what a shot. Actually, a little unlucky that that ball didn't release better down to the hole. But he's going to leave himself really a hard putt.
I had to make sure I made contact. I could have missed that easily there. I couldn't see the bloody thing.
It's a great shot there. That did not look good.
Yours wasn't so bad. That was not good, no.
You'll notice how hard Monty had to swing at this ball to hit it a very short distance. Head down through the shot.
Now Colin with this horrible looking birdie attempt, uphill, downhill.
And that putt is really quick. One of the quickest putts on the golf course once it gets over that ridge.
That's ridiculous. I had to get it on top of the slope, Al. Huh?
Now Amy Mickelson looking on, hoping her husband will pick up at least one shot here. Colin still has a sizable putt for par.
12 feet coming back up the hill.
Oh.
That's a bad 6, Jack, after having a 5-iron into the green for your second shot.
Yeah. Bogey for Colin Montgomerie. And Mickelson now with an attempt for an eagle.
That was hopeless there.
This could be a huge swing. You don't see many 3-shot swings in golf.
Yes. Nicely done by Phil Mickelson.
Thanks, Tom.
The applause of his wife. And now it's Phil Mickelson 2 under and Colin Montgomerie even after 4 holes. The 5th hole is a par 3.
175 yards. Phil coming off that eagle as a 9-iron. Very solid shot.
Oh.
Just off to the left, hole high.
Now Colin also with a 9-iron.
And moving off to the left and just on the fringe. From there, both players got down in 2 for their pars, and at the end of holes, the score remained the same. Welcome back to Cordillera in Colorado. You're looking at the lodge as we pull back across the valley to the mountain course where Montgomerie and Mickelson are having their duel. Robbie, the wind comes up every afternoon about this time, and it stays for about 4 hours.
It really makes it a great golf course. You know, as high as it is, Jack, and as far as the ball goes, if they didn't have any wind here, it might be a little easier. But right now, this is a hard golf course.
Well, let's take a look at one of the hardest holes here, number 6.
6th hole is a 450-yard par 4. Second shot will play severely uphill to a very undulating green that's protected on the left by a bunker. Hole plays straight into the wind, and although the length is a factor, the green is what makes this hole so hard. You don't want to miss above the hole here.
Phil Mickelson to hit first.
Mickelson with a 3-wood. Fairways are very generous here. The good players really shouldn't miss a whole lot of fairways.
Now Colin Montgomerie.
And Montgomerie, one of the straightest drivers that plays the game today, has a driver. Very low into the wind.
You all right? Yep. No, he's not.
And perfectly placed. We look down from behind the green. Now Colin, second shot.
6-iron from 169.
Come down. Come down. Come down.
Right over the flag, but it got caught up in that back fringe.
And he's above the hole.
Too big, huh?
That is not good.
Mickelson.
8-iron from 166. Actually outdrove Montgomerie with that 3-wood.
Wow, that went.
Well, they're moving.
Now Montgomerie, this is the fastest shot on the golf course. That's why he chipped it instead of putting it. But you can watch this ball take off.
Just couldn't stop, huh? Just couldn't stop. Just couldn't stop. It's another bogey. 3 behind there.
Definitely not the power of positive thinking.
Or else he's a realist, huh? Don't want to be anywhere above the hole, do you? My goodness, it's impossible. Mickelson.
Putting up the hill. Big break to the right. What a touch he's got.
Lovely. Montgomerie.
About 12 feet, going straight back up the hill.
Well, he was right, Bob. He got a bogey. Mickelson made par, and at the end of 6 holes, a 3-shot difference. Welcome back to Eagle County in the state of Colorado on Shell's wonderful world of golf as we look down at this lovely mountain course designed by Hale Irwin. Players have reached the 7th tee. Mickelson with a 3-shot lead.
7th hole, 410 yards straight downhill. And the wind has really come up now. I'd say blowing between 25 and 30 miles an hour right at the player's back. Normally those bunkers would come into play, but I think today the players will be able to carry them. Green very undulating from right to left and from back to front. 2 pot bunkers guard the left-hand side. Mickelson with a driver. This is sort of hard to believe here, Jack.
Is he going to drive the green? He's going to go over and through it. My Lord, huh?
It's about 425, that drive.
That's the best advertisement for golf in Colorado I've ever heard. Now Montgomerie.
Also with a driver. 3 shots down. He's got to get back in this match. And he likes it. Just off the front edge.
Downhill, downwind, and high elevation. Here we go with the second shot now, Mickelson.
Playing back into the wind. And he's played that big flop shot for which he's famous.
Oh, go ball.
Beautifully played and a little unlucky.
Well, that wind has brought in a change in the weather, but the real heavy stuff is still a good distance away from us. Now, Colin Montgomerie's second shot.
Downwind, uphill lie, though, makes this shot a little easier, but he still will not be able to spin it. And that's well played. Good touch.
See that there?
So both players have arrived here in 2 shots. Mickelson for birdie.
Downhill from about 12 feet. Putted it right through the break. Montgomerie, 3 down. Needs this one.
Oh, yes. Good solid putt there for Colin Montgomerie. He picks up a stroke as Phil Mickelson is 2 under, Montgomerie even. Both players went on to par the 8th hole. And so the score remained the same as we reached the 9th.
9th hole, 351-yard hole uphill. Haleroman's done a good job. The short holes are mostly uphill, Jack, and the long holes down the hill, which is a good way to take care of things up in the mountains. Montgomerie with a driver. And that's not a very good drive right there, Jack. That's a half top that's going to leave him a very long and blind second shot. Now Mickelson.
Good job.
Yeah. Started it down the right, cut it back to the left. Beautiful drive.
And as the players make their way to the 9th fairway, they stop to use one of the many amenities here at Cordillera.
Hi, I'd like a turkey sandwich with cheese. Great, where are they at? Okay, one more second. Did you want to get?
Yeah, I do, yeah. You better do.
Here's the menu.
Halibut. Oh, here we are, look. Fish and chips, please. That'll be great. You're just doing sandwiches today? Well, I'll have fish and chips tomorrow then. Can you get some in? Okay, that's fantastic.
As part of the exclusive service here at Cordillera, Montgomerie second.
Montgomerie with 184 yards with a 6-iron. Oh, and what a shot. This is magnificent.
After a top tee shot.
Tee shot only went 160 yards.
And now he's up for another birdie. Mickelson.
Pitch and wedge from 100 yards. Straight up the hill. Played that little punch shot coming in there low.
Oh.
Hole high. Now Mickelson for birdie.
Putt's going to break a lot to his right. Coming across the hill. About 18 feet.
Come on.
See that ball turn sideways at the hole.
Par for Mickelson and giving Montgomerie a chance to pick up yet another stroke.
Montgomerie from 4 feet, but coming straight down the hill. Is one you can either trickle in or try and just bang it in the middle. Very important putt here. Oh, and he jammed it right in there. Jack, that's a brave effort.
And Montgomerie making the match much closer now. He's pulled to within 1. The front 9 scorecard, a eagle for Mickelson, giving him a 34 going out, and Monty with 2 bogeys and 3 birdies, but seeming to be on the march now with a 35. Here's Bob with the 2 players.
Well, Phil, good front 9. You played very well.
Well, thanks, Bob. I had 1 good hole with an eagle, and then it was pretty uneventful with 8 pars. Colin made three birdies, and I'm going to need to get something going the backside if I'm going to maintain this lead.
Well, back 9, Colin, we get up where it's really high. You guys ought to be able to hit it quite a ways up there.
I can't wait for that, eh? No, I mean, it's going well. I'm one behind. I made a bad mistake at the 4th hole, I believe, you know, with a 3-shot swing there. It's difficult to come back from, but I made a couple of birdies, so there's a bit to go, but it's just the hills. Thank goodness I've lost a bit of weight. I wouldn't have made it otherwise.
Well, we've got 9 holes to go. Let's go play.
All right, Rossi, 9 holes to play and a great match. Just 1 shot separating them. The comfortable clubhouse at the mountain course was designed to retain a distinct Rocky Mountain feel. Welcome back to Cordillera and our match between Montgomerie and Mickelson. Rossi, we got a good match going here.
Very good match. Both players under par. This back 9, though, is really something, Jack.
Isn't it beautiful, isn't it?
It's a gorgeous 9, and if the people want to see long drives, they better keep watching because it's about 800 feet higher than that front 9. So you're really going to see some drives. But it's so beautiful up here, it's kind of hard to concentrate in your game.
It sure is, and let's start by showing you this stunning 10th hole.
10th hole, downhill dogleg to the left, par 4, 462 yards. You have to watch the left-hand sides, very severe slope off the fairway to the left. Good drive should leave the players with a very short iron into a narrow green bunkered on the left.
Both players have hit their tee shots, and Mickelson will be first to hit.
Mickelson hit a 2-iron off the tee and didn't hit it very solid. He has 209 yards with a 7-iron down the hill. The ball jumped out of the rough.
Well, that's a burner.
Hit the downslope of the bunker.
Through the green and up on the bank.
Montgomerie now, after a 3-wood off the tee, 174 yards with a 9-iron.
Just on the front edge. Now Mickelson will have this shot from up on the hill, and while he's getting ready, we ask Colin about Phil's short game.
I'm, as everyone is in world golf, impressed by Phil Mickelson's short game. You're never quite safe with Phil Mickelson, especially in a match play situation where you think that you might be winning the hole and you end up losing it because he's holed something from off the green or whatever the case may be. And he has this famous parachute shot and up and overs and over his head and all sorts. So he's probably the most talented short game in the world today. Seve used to be, and I think Phil Mickelson's taken over.
And there was a classic example of it with that shot. Probably his most inventive stroke was this one.
Well, a lot of us have hit shots backwards, Jack, but not wanting to. How about this for a shot?
Just amazing. So now Montgomerie.
Long uphill putt. Two putt would be good from here. And you can see how quick these greens are, Jack. Even though that putt was uphill, it didn't look like it was going to get there.
Didn't look like it was going to get there at all. So both par, and at the end of 10 holes, Mickelson still leads by 1. Back at Cordillera, we have reached the par 4 11th hole. Both our players have hit their tee shots.
Both players hit 3 woods off the tee. Mickelson from 136 with a pitching wedge up the hill. What a wonderful shot. Left it right underneath the hole. Now Montgomerie, 123 yards. And he has a 9-iron out. This is an interesting play. It's a lot of club, but it's a little easier to control the distance when you don't knock the ball so high in the air. Little punch. Oh, wonderful
Good shot.
shot from Montgomerie.
How far on's the pin?
Now Mickelson for birdie.
12 feet straight up the hill. That was not a very good effort there, Jack.
So a par for Mickelson, and that gives Montgomerie a chance to get this match even.
Montgomerie from about 10 feet, much the same line that Mickelson just putted.
Oh, yes. And we're all even. After 11 holes, it's Montgomerie -2 and Mickelson -2. This is the 12th hole.
12th hole, 527-yard par 5, and while it doesn't sound long, it plays severely uphill and into the wind. Trees protect the left and right in the driving area. The uphill second shot has to contend with the bunker on the right, but you also can't afford to miss to the left here. It's a very difficult pitch if you're coming from the left-hand side of the green. Another undulating green.
We've got a very tight match going on, all tied up. And while we get ready for the tee shots here, we asked Phil Mickelson about Monty's game.
Colin and I have played quite a bit of golf together, and I think that he is one of the best, if not the best, drivers of the golf ball. He's incredibly accurate, and he has a pretty good distance as well, which he just hits a lot of solid tee shots. The ball flight seems to be the same. It's a very solid driving, penetrating flight with a little bit of a fade there at the end, and he hits an enormous amount of fairways, and I think he's led the European Tour driving accuracy for a number of years as well.
And he hits another fairway here. Both players were short of the green in 2 shots and pitched on in 3. And here now is Phil Mickelson for birdie.
From about 20 feet, should go to his left. Oh, it went a lot more than he thought.
Not dropping too well for Phil today, are they?
No, he hasn't made a whole lot of putts.
Now Montgomerie with a chance to take the lead.
12 feet, easiest putt you can have on this green.
Yes. And Colin Montgomerie, with his 4th birdie out of the last 6 holes, regains the lead. 1 shot over Phil Mickelson. We have reached the 13th hole.
Downhill, 453-yard par 4, very narrow. Montgomerie with a 2-iron. That's a beautiful shot from Montgomerie. Players are playing off this tee, Jack, the highest point on the golf course.
Can see forever. And the ball seems to go forever.
It will go forever, you're right. Mickelson also with a 2-iron. This area of the golf course, Jack, is where the forests really start. The holes are kind of narrow back here, a lot of trees.
And both of them found the fairway here. Monty will be first.
156 yards with a 9-iron, and he's on a roll.
Beautiful, beautiful shot. Look at him move.
He's had great distance control lately.
Now Mickelson.
Phil from 134 with a pitching wedge out of the light rough.
Wow.
Beautifully played, but above the hole.
Treacherous putt for Mickelson.
From about 20 feet, coming down the hill. Phil's had trouble with the speed today.
So another par for Mickelson. Montgomerie going for his third straight birdie.
This is from about 8 feet, and he has really started to make a few putts.
There it is.
They're all dead center, too.
Third straight birdie for Colin Montgomerie. And at the end of 13 holes, Montgomerie 4 under, Mickelson 2 under. And that brings us to the 14th hole.
Par 4, 444 yards. Generous driving area, but if you do miss to the right, water all up the right-hand side. Players will hit a good drive or maybe a 3-wood here and then have a short iron into this long, narrow green.
Both players have hit their tee shots, and Phil Mickelson will be first to hit his second.
Phil hit a 3-wood off the tee and has 141 yards to the hole. He has a pitching wedge out.
Oh, and that is brave and strong and over and rolling into the deep, deep rough.
One of the first times today that they've had a serious distance problem.
That will pose an interesting problem for young Mickelson.
See how good he is now with his short game.
Now Monty.
Monty has 106 yards, just a little sand wedge. You can see he came pretty close to that lake on the right.
What a beautiful shot. But still running away from him, isn't it?
Very difficult to hit the ball real close here.
So Mickelson over the green and Monty on safely.
Mickelson out of the deep grass. Going to try and play a high shot. Elevated green. That's just about as well as you could play that shot. It was a wonderful shot, but it's still 18 feet by the hole.
For par.
This is one he really needs.
Oh.
Aside from the putt he made for an eagle back at 4, he hasn't made anything.
A bogey for Phil Mickelson. Drops into 1 under par.
Now Montgomerie from 10 feet, trying to make his 4th birdie in a row. Can't make them all.
But he does gain a stroke, even with his par. Montgomerie at 4 under, Phil Mickelson at 1 under at the end of 14 holes.
All right, Jack. The back nine's changed a little, Phil, but you still got 4 holes to go. You got a lot of golf in front of you.
Well, we have 4 holes left, but the last 4 holes haven't been too good to me. I've lost 4 shots, and Colin's played excellent. He made 3 birdies, and then I bogeyed that previous hole. So I've got my work cut out for me here.
Colin, you've gotten on a little run here.
Yeah, I've holed some putts. We haven't finished yet, but it's very few times you out putt the best putter on tour, and I've been doing it so far. So let's hope it continues. But as you've just said, there's a lot of golf left to play.
The 15th hole is a par 3, 233 yards.
This hole playing slightly into the wind, and there's a great illustration here of how far the ball goes up here. Montgomerie has a 4-iron, playing 233 and into a slight breeze.
Come down.
Come down.
And even that 4-iron was too much club.
Leaves Monty with a little difficult problem.
And Mickelson has a 5-iron. Didn't release. Good solid shot, but still 45 feet from the hole.
Now Montgomerie with this very difficult pitch shot.
Out of the short rough, hole cut just over a ridge. Oh, and what a great shot this is. Wonderful touch.
Now Montgomerie from there made par. Mickelson 2-putted for his par. And at the end of 15 holes, Montgomerie 4 under, Mickelson 1 under. The 16th hole.
A 562-yard par 5. Uphill all the way. Fairway turns left in the driving area, but you can cut off quite a bit. Second shot, straight uphill. Bunkers guard the green on the left. There's a nice flat area in the back of the green where the hole is located today. Tough to get it close, but putting will not be a big problem. Montgomerie with a driver. Montgomerie likes to turn the ball from left to right, but he was able to turn this right to left, and that is perfect.
And in our gallery, a resident of Vail Valley, former President Gerald Ford.
Spends his summers up here and really plays a lot of golf, a lot more than people think.
Well done. Well done.
Both players in the fairway.
Perfect spot. Perfect spot.
Well, it's nice of you to come on out.
That was a nice putt you said.
Well, thanks. I need to make a few more birdies, though. I'm taking a licking right now. Here's Colin.
Gotten here very early from New York.
Yeah.
Colin, how are you?
President, good to see you.
Very nice meeting you.
A lovely place up here. It's
Delighted
beautiful,
to
isn't it?
see you. Well, we spend 5 months a year here.
I don't blame you. Huh?
4 months in the summer and a month in the winter.
Aye, perfect. It's
Well,
beautiful. Beautiful.
Delighted to have you here. Don't
Well,
let
thank
me,
you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much
Oh, no,
for coming
not at all.
out.
Not at
Let
all.
me divert you from the
Thank you for
more
coming out.
important thing. Well,
Thank you very much.
I'll see you along the way.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, Phil.
You too.
A little encouragement there from President Ford at both players. Both of them have hit their second shots, and now we go to Mr. Mickelson.
This is not a particularly difficult shot. It is sort of blind. He can't see the bottom of the flagstick. Out of the light rough, up the hill. Beautiful shot there, about 10 feet right underneath the hole.
Well, here's another special feature at Cordillera.
Well, those are bear tracks, and they're not Jack Nicklaus's.
No, they're not. We're talking real bear here. He walked across when the cement was still wet. Now Montgomerie.
Fairly easy pitch here. Probably will play a low shot and bounce it up out of the light rough. It doesn't have to be able to spin it very much. Yeah, more of a pitch and run.
Lovely, lovely.
Very deft touch he's had today.
Hey?
Mr. President, the first thought that comes to me seeing you and all this beauty is that when you had that World Forum here and you couldn't solve the problems of the world against this backdrop, I don't think we have much chance, do we?
Well, we do better with the golf than we did with the world problems. And, you know, with 11 golf courses here, Jack, we have a lot of variety, good, tough courses, and then some simpler ones for us older folks.
You play this course or the Valley course?
I've played here, the mountain course, but my favorite is the Valley course.
Yes, it's much people of our, shall I say, advanced age.
That's right.
Thank you very much. We'll see you at the presentation ceremony.
Okay, fine.
Let's get back to the action.
Mickelson from 10 feet for a birdie.
Yes.
And he just can't make one.
Can he?
The vagaries of golf.
One of the best putters on tour.
And now Montgomerie for a birdie from 5 feet.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
4 birdies on the backside for Colin Montgomerie. And at the end of 16 holes, he leads by 4. We'll be back with more action from Cordillera on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf in just a moment. Welcome back to Cordillera. We're at the 17th hole, perhaps the most dramatic hole on the golf course.
178-yard par 3 down the hill with a drop of about 150 feet. Very large green that the players shouldn't miss with this short a club. Montgomerie needing 2 pars to break the course record set by Ernie Els, a score of 68. Montgomerie with a pitching wedge.
What a magnificent shot.
And that put an exclamation point on this match.
Mickelson.
Also has a pitching wedge. Oh, another fine shot.
Now, Colin Montgomerie drawing near to his 8th birdie. And both players beautifully on here at the 17th.
What a sight, Jack.
Just magnificent. Okay, Mickelson for birdie.
Let's see if he can make one.
Yes.
A little late.
And Mickelson goes 2 under par. Now Monty. There it is. His 8th birdie of the round. And after 17 holes, Colin Montgomerie at 6 under. Mickelson at 2 under. The home hole.
A downhill par 4, measuring 518 yards, but playing really short. The players will either hit an iron or a 3-wood off this tee, avoiding the water to the left and the bunker on the right. They are both in the driving area. It'll leave a short iron to a green, protected on the right by 2 bunkers and a pot bunker on the left. Again, a difficult green to putt.
Just in case.
Montgomerie with a 3-wood.
Oh, dear, oh dear. What is that?
I think that's out of bounds. You might want to reload.
Not out of bounds, but it is way right into the deep grass.
I believed you for a minute. It was so bad.
Just didn't expect something like that from Montgomerie after the round he's played. Mickelson has a 2-iron.
Good shot. Good shot. set up a walk.
That is beautiful. That will set up a very short iron.
I've gone way right here. I don't know what's over here, but I don't think it's very pretty. I'm in the thick stuff.
You know, even Mickelson's coming over to see where Monty is.
So you're killing me, and then you want to finish up in here, make me look bad, huh?
I thought you'd come to help me look for my ball. That's very decent of you.
And when you're going good, you're going good. This is the only area in that grassy field where Montgomerie will be able to play a reasonably easy shot to lay up. He can't knock it on the green, but he can lay it up very easily.
Nice.
He could have had a shot there, Jack, where, you know, there was no place to take an unplayable lie. He might have had to go back to the tee if he was really unlucky.
Dear, dear, that's terrible stuff.
Big smile. Now Mickelson.
From 155 with a pitching wedge. Downwind.
Hold, please.
Moving, moving, moving. Picking up more speed. Now he's just about hole high. Montgomerie's third.
This is a sand wedge from 130 yards.
Oh, what a beautiful shot. He almost hold it.
Almost hold it on the fly.
Look where the ball hit. Almost another birdie from Montgomerie. Well, what a great day it's been. What a great match it's been in a great place.
Prettiest place I think I've ever seen, Jack.
It's glorious. Great crowds. And what a hardy breed they are walking these hills. Now Montgomerie for par.
From about 12 feet.
Beautiful,
Just lost it on the low side. But a great round of 67.
That will be a new course record.
Good touch there.
And that will put a smile on anybody's face. Mickelson for birdie.
10 feet. He's had a lot of these today. Finally made one at 17. Oh, and that's the story of Mickelson's round. He just didn't make enough.
Hold on, Phil.
Par at the final hole for Mickelson. 2 under 70. Monty taps it in for the course record 67.
Thank you very much.